In the third act of Age of Ultron, during the final battle, Hawkeye helps a kid in order to help him get somewhere safe. However, Ultron in an aircraft rains bullets down at the Avengers. With nowhere to hide, Hawkeye and the boy look like goners, until Quicksilver spots them. Pietro Maximoff was hit by a number of bullets and he perished. At the end of the film, Barton had retired from the Avengers. He sent his BFF Black Widow a Skype call of their newborn in a onesie. The onesie had the baby's name written on it. His middle name is Pietro. He's named after the man who sacrificed himself to save his father's life. In Iron Man's first outing in 2008, we see a battle between Tony Stark and the Ironmonger. In the background, we see a massive building. On the building, in illuminated letters, it reads Roxxon Corporation. It was one of the first MCU Easter eggs for the comics. In the comics, since Roxxon is known for being an oil company, they're mostly portrayed as evil, not unlike real life. Political humor. Anyway, once Roxxon was taken over by Daniel Agger, that's when they upped their evil. Agger, who's actually a centaur, played a big role from Malekith's side during the 2019 comic event War of the Realms. The Dark Elves team laid siege to the Nine Realms. Everywhere they went, they obliterated or enslaved countless races, all in the quest of absolute power for the Lord of the Wild Hunt. As a result of association, Roxxon aren't too well liked by the vast majority. Their name is now connected to the brutal actions taken in the War of the Realms. When people think of Star Wars, they often think about Jedi, Sith, and lightsabers. They're kind of important to the whole mythos. Yet, there is another key element to the franchise: hands and arms being taken off. The most famous instance happened when Darth Vader sliced off Luke Skywalker's hand in The Empire Strikes Back. MCU overlord Kevin Feige is a big Star Wars fan. He's said to be, quote, obsessed, unquote, with the space saga. As such, he's incorporated the same removal element in most Marvel films. This all began with Iron Man 3 when Stark takes off extremis-filled Aldrich Killian's hand. Yet this macabre reference is especially apparent during Phase 2. Every film there has someone losing an arm or a hand in some fashion, either literally having an arm taken or by some magical illusion means if you're Thor in the Dark World. Feige has stated that the Star Wars nod wasn't intentional to begin with. However, it soon became very intentional. Feige would also include the obsession in later films in Phase 3, just not quite as prominent as Phase 2, but it was still used as late as Infinity War. We see Cull Obsidian lose one due to Wong's portal, and Groot when making the handle for Stormbreaker. In Captain America: The First Avenger, as Barnes is off to fight in Europe, he tells Rogers not to do anything stupid until he gets back. Rogers responds with,
"How can I? Taking all the stupid with you."
They use humor to deal with the very real possibility that Barnes may not return. This could be the last time the two see each other. The two then embrace. Fast forward to Endgame. After the Avengers have saved the universe and reversed Thanos' Infinity War snap, Rogers volunteers to nip back in time and replace all the stones they took during the time heist. Just before he departs, Barnes and Rogers share the same dialogue from the first Avenger, only with the lines reversed this time.
"Don't do anything stupid till I get back."
They even embrace once again. Barnes knows what Rogers is about to do. He's going to live a long, happy life with Peggy Carter, as evident by Barnes saying he's going to miss him. Yet as far as we're meant to know, Rogers will be back in seconds. In Avengers Infinity War, the Guardians of the Galaxy arrive on nowhere to stop Thanos getting the Reality Stone from the Collector. They promptly win, only to realize it was an illusion and Thanos already has the stone. Drax charges into battle against the Mad Titan, but he's turned into blocks of flesh and collapses to the floor. Mantis goes next, but she is turned into ribbons of flesh and also falls on the ground. Drax and Mantis are powerless to stop their grotesque transformation. We even see the fear in Mantis' eyes as she lays helplessly in a pile. It's pretty grim to say the least, but these haunting moments reflect the comics for the film's inspiration, Infinity Gauntlet story. During the event, Thanos has the Reality Stone in his possession. He then turns Eros, his brother, into blocks. The Titan also turns Nebula into ribbons. Drax and Mantis only turn back into their original form once the Titan has left with Gamora. It's far more colorful and whimsical looking in the comics. In the film, it's darker and unsettling.